Hey everyone, it's Mariel, and today I'm going to talk about why I chose to pursue psychology. So, being in this pandemic made me really self-reflect and become introspective and kind of dive into myself. And so I decided to parent little Mariel. And so it's really cool to figure out why I do what I do and think the way that I do, and just to kind of analyze myself and figure myself out. And so, low-key, I started to analyze others and kind of understand where they're coming from, or better understand where they're coming from. Whether it's due to their pasts, how they grew up, how their parents raised them, and how I could be a better friend to them, better understand them, and just kind of meet them where they're at. And so that kind of led me to want to kind of dive into people, in the way that I wanted to get to know them, get to know their vulnerabilities, and their brokenness. And I know it's hard for some people to be vulnerable, and that's totally valid, but I've always loved when people would open up to me and I would help them through their problems or just kind of be there for them, let them know that they're not alone, because I know what it's like to lose a friend and feel alone, not have anyone to talk to. It is painful. I hear you. If you're dealing with that, I hear you, I see you. You are valid, you are loved. And so, like I said, I've always loved being there for people, listening to people, helping them through their problems, and so I am pursuing to become a therapist one day. That is my goal, that is my aspiration right now. I am also a huge empath. It's kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time, but I need to learn boundaries and kind of grow my own backbone in a way, and I want to be there for others. I want to be there for you, be there for my friends, be there for future clients. I love to listen to people. I love hearing people's vulnerabilities, and I want to be there for people the way that Jesus would. I have always imagined myself giving advice to people, sitting down with them one-on-one, and just listening to them, being there for them, hearing them, and letting them know that they are not alone. They are loved no matter what. I love when people can open up to me and trust me. It always brings me absolute joy to help people in this way, to reassure them, to hear them, to see them, to let them come as they are, because Jesus wants us to come to Him as we are. Brokenness, fullness, vulnerabilities, and everything. It would always pain me when I saw my friends sad. It would always pain me when I would watch movies or shows and the main character was dealing with a struggle and no one was there to help them or even hug them. That impacts me so much, and it's I want to go through the screen and hug them myself, and when they're crying, I'm I want to be there for you, people in movies. And even for my friends, when I see my friends cry, or when I see my family cry, when I see anyone cry, even a stranger, I just want to be there. I want to hug them, show them Jesus' love. Anyway, regarding going back to school and wanting to become a therapist, I wanted to better understand myself, better understand others, and I deal with anxiety and depression too, so I wanted to learn how to cope with my triggers and heal my own wounds. That honestly, I'm going to be vulnerable here. My wounds come from friendships, and it has pained me my whole life. I'm very close to my family, and I love the love that my family has always given me, and I look for that in friendships. And I know there's no such thing as a perfect friendship or perfect human at all or anything, but I strive to look for that love in friendships, and I haven't always gotten that, and my friendships have been my biggest wounds. And I know that doesn't make sense to everyone that's watching. For me, it's just I kind of get attached to my friendships really easily, and I love my friends so much. I want the best for my friends all the time, and same with my family too. But friends, they come and go. I give my friends my all. My best friends mean the world to me. Even my friends in general just mean the world to me. And when they up and leave, it literally tears me apart. It hurts me. It really is a dagger to my heart. And so I know what it's like to feel basically abandoned by friends, and I never want anyone to feel like that. So I want to become a therapist because therapists are professionals that, of course, they're trained to be there for people, help them through problems, help them find coping mechanisms, all that stuff. And I know what it's like to not really have anyone to talk to or hear advice or anything that I need to work through. And I want to be that for people the way that Jesus would. Because honestly, I struggle with depending on my friends, depending on other people, and I'm learning to combat that and become more independent and self-reliant. And of course, going to therapy is 100,000,000% valid. If you need therapy, please go to therapy. They are therapists for a reason. They are professionals for a reason. They are trained to help you in any way that you need. That's why they're therapists. They want to be there for you. They want to help you find coping mechanisms. They want to make sure that you are okay. They want to help you work through your problems, whatever's bothering you. They want to be there for you, because what I see is that therapists, they love to help others. I want to be a therapist because I want to help others. I am an Enneagram 2, and I love to help people. And therapists are all about helping you through your problems, and I want to be that because I personally go to therapy, and it's awesome to have an outside source to talk to that aren't your friends, your family, someone that doesn't know you. And so therapists are a real profession for a reason. It's an actual job. And I know maybe in the past that other generations kind of looked down on therapy, but I'm glad we're coming to a place now where it's normal, it's needed, it's necessary, it's human. We are human, we are not perfect. All of us have our own wounds in our own ways. No one's life is perfect. I have anxiety and depression too, and I feel for those that struggle with those mental illnesses as well as any other mental illness. I never want anyone to feel alone in their mental illnesses because I have felt alone. And I seriously never want anyone to ever feel like a burden or ever feel alone. I've always been interested in psychology, and I've always been interested in helping others out. It just didn't hit me until recently that I wanted to turn it into a career. My previous job made me feel like I wasn't truly impacting others the way that I wanted to, and it just wasn't the best fit for me. And so, I wanted to do what was best for myself, best for other people, and try to help others in the fullest capacity that I ever could. And so I know what it's like to feel lonely and feel like my life lacked meaning and purpose, feel like I didn't know what to do and just felt alone. And so if you're watching this, I hear you, I see you, you are not alone. At the end of the day, we are all human. You are a human with real feelings, valid feelings, who is deserving of all love and joy and peace in the world. I never want anyone to feel like they're a burden. I want everyone to know that they are fully deserving of love and support, and that no matter what, they are valid. No matter what, you are valid. I want to spread Jesus' love in this way because he is always there for us to listen to us and love us and help us in any way that we need. So that's my vlog for today. Thank you for listening. Just know that you are always valid, you are always loved. And I know I keep saying that a lot, but I just want you to know that. And so I'm excited to keep pursuing psychology and hopefully become a therapist one day or wherever God leads me to be. Yeah, thank you for listening. Till next vlog, I'll see you later.